Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 5 of Beginning Textiles. So this week's backdrop is all about manufactured and regenerated fibers. So here I have the process starting on the side of viscose. Viscose is a semi-natural made fiber. It's semi because they take wood chips just like this and they create pulp using chemicals and a process. So that's why it's semi-handmade. The original source is natural, but then they use chemicals to finally create a fiber. So you'll learn more about this in our chapter, but I just want to go ahead and share my screen here so you can see what we have on our plate for this week, week 5. So for week 5, we have the next 10 pages in our Swatch Kit Assembly project. You are to assemble pages 20 to 30 of your textile swatch kit and submit them. Take a photograph of your pages, upload that to your Google Drive, and then submit the Google Drive link under the Swatch Kit Assembly submission. So that's your first task for the week. Next, our discussion this week is to chat about your results of your felting project. So go ahead and share any results that you've discovered making your felt from last week. Here's your initial post. Number 1, post a photograph of the felting project. Number 2, talk about the obstacles, if any, that you came across creating this felt project. And lastly, your overall experience of making felt. Was there a surprise of a certain type of process? Were you surprised of the shrinkage or anything else that you've experienced creating this felt project? So that's your initial post. Don't forget to come back Sunday night to reply to your classmates to keep that conversation going. Don't forget, our online discussions do fall under your participation, so you must comment and submit your initial post for credit. So we are going to be reading chapters 6 and 7 this week. 6 is all about fiber manufacturing, and number 7 is all about the manufacturing of regenerated fibers. So with these 2 chapters always come our quiz, right? So this is our slideshow. Please study the slideshow for both chapters 6 and 7, and then take your chapter quiz. So this quiz is 10 points for both chapters, 6 and 7. Multiple choice will record the highest score out of 3 attempts. And let me go ahead and continue here. And then lastly, we're going to have our slide presentation. You're going to create a PowerPoint presentation on regenerated fibers, just as we did the previous 2 weeks. So for this slide project, you are to select and research any regenerated fibers, just as the ones in my background here. Viscose is the one that I'm displaying here in the back. So you can choose any regenerated fibers from our textbook, or you can do a quick Google search to find something new that interests you. For this report, we will not accept regular rayon, cellulose, acetate, or PLA. So go ahead and pick any other regenerated fabrics or fibers besides those 4. Coming down to the content is the same as last week. Your slide number 1 will be the fiber type and selection. Slide number 2 is the processing of that fiber. Slide number 3, all the properties. What does the hand feel like? Is it warm or cool? And slide 4 will then be images and short descriptions of the end use for that fiber. Number 5 will be all about your environmental concerns. Don't forget to post any photographs and describe what concerns of the process for that fiber you have. And the last slide will be your citations. Just like last week, we will have a peer review. So this week, I will unlock your peer review for was it the man-made? No, this is the regenerated man-made. So last week was your protein fiber. So this week you'll do a peer review on your last week's slide, which is the protein fiber. And this week you have the opportunity again to do peer review for next week and extra credit if you'd like to present this assignment in an audio form. It can be a video, or if you just want to record your voice and you going through the slides, that's totally fine too, for an extra 4 points. Don't forget to maximize your points, 21 points in all. And then if you do the extra credit, recording your presentation as an audio form, that's an extra 4 points. Okay, so that's the last thing that I have for you this week. 10 pages on your Swatch Kit Assembly. Don't forget to do your peer reviews. That is another 5 points on last week's presentation. And your discussion on your felting results. And lastly, your regenerated fibers presentation, the brand new slideshow we have this week. Okay, if you have any questions, go ahead and send me a message through Canvas, or I will see you next week. Thanks.